Welcome back. We're so happy to welcome our new friend Chuck Dow from Borrow My Angel to discuss the upcoming Community Wing Walk to support mental health awareness. So good to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
We've been having great chats off camera. He's like our new best friend.
Yes.
Absolutely.
We love it.
Gonna hang out. I'll be here every week. Yeah,
Awesome.
Why not?
Please do. So tell us about this event and what it is and why you're doing it.
Yeah, so we're really excited. It's a brand new event. So Borrow My Angel is the nonprofit in partnership with Community Partnership of the Ozarks. And so I think to tell the story of Wing Walk, you got to back up and tell the story of Borrow My Angel a little bit. So Borrow My Angel was started, I unfortunately lost 2 siblings to suicide. And Borrow My Angel was around a song that I actually wrote to my younger sister while she was battling mental health and depression. She survived multiple suicide attempts, and one of the days she had survived that attempt, I actually wrote a song that genuinely, when I first wrote the song, was intended for nobody to hear but her. And it was this song called Borrow My Angel. And the thought was, hey, you're battling something I don't fully understand. We all have a guardian angel. You could probably use 2 more than I need my own, so I'll let you borrow my angel. And so that's really the founding concept of Borrow My Angel. And she, in fact, came to me even while she was still alive and said, hey, this song is way bigger than the both of us. So we talked about even launching Borrow My Angel as a nonprofit while she was still alive.
Sorry, Chuck.
So
That is
no,
so
it's
emotional.
okay.
I'm wired.
So, wow.
So that's who we are. We are still a relative startup nonprofit. We're really kind of catching our bearings and starting to really ramp up some different events and some different projects. But everything we're doing at Borrow My Angel is really around the stigma for mental health. You know, there are studies after studies that show one of the barriers of why people don't access mental health care is the stigma that surrounds it. So we feel like everything that we do is to normalize the conversation around mental health to continue to reduce that stigma. So one of the events, again, we're doing this year is a brand new event. It's coming up this Saturday. We're really excited about Wing Walk. And essentially the concept for Wing Walk is we're encouraging people to actually come dressed as angels. So we'll see kind of who all participates as a first-year event. But it's at Jordan Valley Park this Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Also, we're praying for some of those scattered showers to not hit us Saturday morning. But it's all to talk about mental health. We'll have tables set up that have different coping skills and tips for mental health, but everything is surrounding a 988-step walk around Jordan Valley. And it's intentionally 988 steps to bring awareness to the new 988 number for mental health as well.
Oh, I love that.
So yeah, if you're not familiar, 988 is a mental health, essentially the 911 for mental health that launched over the last few years. And everything actually ends with a party at Holdfast Brewing across the street. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's family-friendly, kid-friendly. There's, in fact, going to be a costume contest for the kids, costume contest for your pets. Bring your pets. There will be foam force for the kids. If you're not familiar, it's basically a big, giant foam party for the kids.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, so it's going to be a lot of fun. We would love to have everybody come out and join us this Saturday.
Chuck, you have just checked every box. The foam party, the costumes, the dogs, the kids. It's so amazing. And thank you for sharing that story about your sister and the song and everything behind it. What would you say, you know, I feel like since the pandemic, mental health has become more at the forefront. There is still a stigma attached. So, you know, what is your goal with the Wing Walk and, you know, in years to come as well? Yeah,
great question. So you're right. You know, this mental health epidemic existed pre-COVID, right?
Yeah.
But I think the isolation that came from the pandemic really magnified the problem of mental health. And I think if you look today, while I'm no expert by any means, I think we as a society have come further than maybe where we were 5 years ago, 10 years ago, where normalizing the conversation of mental health is more normal. But we still have a long way to go. So Wing Walk is one piece of what we're doing, and we're really excited. You know, again, as a first-year event, it'll be interesting. I'm sure, you know, we've told our planning team, I'm sure there'll be some train wrecks as we're supposed to be in a first-year event. But regardless, it's going to be a lot of fun either way. And I think really the goal, as you asked, is just, again, bring everyone together in one place to celebrate mental health. The more often that we do that, again, we continue to bring the conversation to the forefront.
And it is Mental Health Awareness Month.
It is Mental Health Awareness Month.
Which is perfect for this. And then, since you mentioned it too, where can people find the song? I'm sure a lot of people want to hear the song now.
Yeah, that's a great question. You can actually go to Spotify and search Borrow My Angel, and you will find the actual song. You know, full disclosure, that is something we're working on, and we're still in such infant stages as a nonprofit. We don't even have our website actually officially launched. So if you go to borrowmyangel.org, our website will be up later this year, but you can find us on social media at Borrow My Angel. Yeah, it's a great question. It's not
Are you
polished.
singing it? Are you singing?
It is me.
And it's you singing it? Oh.
Yeah. Now, this is a side note. It's not me actually singing. Believe it or not, in my past life, I used to be a rapper.
You rapped it?
Correct.
It's a rap song.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
You were blowing our mind today.
I know,
So,
Chuck.
That's a curveball we didn't expect to take.
I did
with
not
Wing Walk,
expect it, but
there
now
you
we
go.
like you even more. That's
Exactly.
amazing.
True story.
Oh my, okay, one more time. All the events of the detail, where can the details on for Saturday?
Yeah, so they can actually go to the website to BMA Borrow My Angel, bmawingwalk.org, or you can also just find us on Facebook at Borrow My Angel. But the event is Saturday, June 1st at 9 a.m. at Jordan Valley Park, and we're excited for it.
Guys, dress up as angels. Maddie and I are just going to come as ourselves.
Hey.
I'm just kidding.
You're
Love
giving
it.
us a lot of credit,
I
Jeremy.
know, right?
Chuck, thank you so
Thank
much.
you
Yeah,
so
thank you guys
much.
for having
Best
me.
of luck. I hope it's
Yes.
a huge success.
Thank you very much.
All right, you guys, don't go anywhere. I've got a summary shot of serotonin coming up after this. We'll be back.
I love that. I was just expecting you to